Reagan was a genius. His instincts were right. He was a man of peace. Peace through strength. That's Reagan. That's why Donald Trump is so brilliant. He understands what peace through strength means. So who came up with this idea? I'm going to tell you who came up with this idea. 41 and a half years ago. 41 and a half years ago. I remember I was in his administration. I remember he was talking about it a lot. He wanted to bring the most brilliant scientists in the United States together to figure out how to build a missile shield system. He called it the Strategic Defense Initiative, SDI. He was mocked. He was attacked. He was wasting money. It was an excuse not to reduce nuclear arms. That it was a joke. That he was a dunce. A cowboy. The media said it. Democrats said it. I remember Ronald Reagan shut down the government 6 times, and he didn't make any bones about it. 2 times he shut the government down because they tried to defund his SDI program. Gorbachev took it seriously. Then the leader of the old Soviet Union. And Gorbachev said SDI was a game changer because the Soviets could never keep up with our technological know-how, our scientific capabilities, and they certainly wouldn't have the money to build this system. And so it helped in the collapse of the Soviet Union, and it helped bring Gorbachev to the table to sign various arms arrangements. Reagan was a genius. His instincts were right. He was a man of peace. Peace through strength. That's Reagan. That's why Donald Trump is so brilliant. He understands what peace through strength means. So he comes up with this idea. And I remember the day he announced it, March 23rd, 1983. And again, I remember the mocking. They started to call it Star Wars. They were using Star Wars cartoons to try and humiliate Reagan, to try and defeat this. And again, they made every budgetary movement they possibly could to try and block it. He would not be denied. They did succeed in slashing budgets, so it took longer to develop the system. But I want you to know something. It was the brainchild of Ronald Reagan. We do not have an Iron Dome system in the United States. We have 2 cities that are protected, and I'm not at liberty to tell you which 2. You can imagine one of them. The rest of the country is naked to attack. In fact, after his announcement in 1983 about SDI, there was one country and only one country that approached the Reagan administration and said, we'd like to get in on this. We would like to help develop this. Because the Israelis are known for their technological know-how, as you can see on the battlefield today. And so the United States did, in fact, begin working with a memorandum of understanding and contracts with the Israelis, the Israeli military. And they took the idea, they refined it, and they certainly refined it to their own use. And like no other country on the face of the earth, the Israelis have a strategic defense missile defense system. And thank God they do. We have our country laying naked. We have Patriot systems that we can move around on the battlefield. But the rest of the country is wide open.
For more, sign up for Levin TV.